everyone, today we're going to be decorating an industrial apartment for a musician. I will be using these base game industrial style counters, but you will see that I will change my mind a lot about the placement of these counters. But it is a very large kitchen and it has these stools and also a very small dining space behind it at some point. So, especially with the upper cabinets, I had a very hard time positioning them because I don't like these default shape of cabinet, and I tried to use the clear ones as much as I could, but they don't fit, and I changed this later. So this will be a lofted bedroom, and I will section it off so that it has a bathroom next to it. But I believe I do end up using this bed, but I change the swatches and try different beds at some point. But you can see here how there is the space for the bathroom, and I add these stairs, and I was thinking about adding these dressers. They have this more industrial feel and they are both base game, but something about them wasn't convincing me and I changed that. I changed many things about this apartment because I had a vision and it wasn't coming together. So at some point I left it and came back, and then things came together and worked. So I thought about using 2 of these bookcases because I was just getting really frustrated with the furniture. But this is like the basic idea for the bedroom. I decided to use that eco lifestyle shelf bookcase thing as a divider, and I think it worked out really well in the end because I duplicate it and it feels more like almost a wall. But for TV stand I use this also from base game, this side table, and an eco lifestyle TV. I use a lot of eco lifestyle and base game here actually. This is 17 Culpepper House, by the way. It is in the Spice Market of San Myshuno. So I made a music corner because it's an apartment for a musician, and I added these amplifiers. They are technically base game. If you search for themes sessions, you can find all sorts of music stuff in base game. And I add some guitars and the keyboard. So I add this eco lifestyle pillar to separate the spaces a bit better and to keep the industrial style throughout. I also made this custom shower using a gate for a fence. I just add, what you would expect in a bathroom. Also, I clutter up the bedside tables. I also add an old computer and a chair to the desk, as well as the curtain I was missing. And I add lots of stuff from Discover University to the walls so that they look finished, like degrees and such. So this is the entryway. It has places to hang your keys and your coat, as well as some decorations. And I also decided to add some exposed pipes to the apartment. These are all from City Living, and I think it helps with the concept. So I also add some more clutter and decorations to the kitchen, such as these knives and the aprons. I also decided that it was necessary to have an electrical oven, because I didn't have a normal oven, and hanging pots and a plant. So this is the little dining space. I liked this chair from Eco Lifestyle. It's one of the dumpster chairs, but I decided it would fit the desk better. And I changed this table for a crate from cats and dogs. And here I am cluttering up the shelves. I decorated with metals and also these crystals. And I add a fireplace from Eco Lifestyle. It fit the apartment very well. Now I'm cluttering up the desk, adding of course the headphones because a musician needs their headphones, and the CDs. I also tried to add this shelf. I'm not sure I keep it, but it gave me an idea to have open shelves in the kitchen, which I did end up adding later. Also, I moved around some plants and decided to cover up the repeat clutter on the shelves so that it wasn't so obvious. So I add more fake books that you cannot use, but you can use the bookshelf on the bedroom, and I added a sound system because it felt like something that needed to be here. So I clutter up the crate in the living space and add some industrial lights to the apartment. I also finished the bathroom with the mirror and towels and everything else you would need, also a trash can. And basically I added plants to any corner that felt empty in this apartment. I think that if you have an industrial build and it doesn't have plants, it feels too cold. I also add these light switches everywhere. I don't always do it, but here it felt important. I thought about adding that typewriter there, but I decided to add it behind the couch. And I add this dream home decorator rug to the bedroom, change the swatches, change the bed. I decided I wanted to have a custom headboard, and I changed the bed again, but I will do it once again. And here is when I decided that the kitchen needed to be more interesting, because these cabinets don't look really great when you repeat them endlessly. So here I decided to use these end pieces so that it looks different and like it has the cutting boards and stuff there. Also, I decided that I wasn't happy with the couches and chairs in the living space, so I changed them for this from Eco Lifestyle, and I took one of the crafted tools you can get from using the woodworking table. I use these that are sort of broken and bad quality, but if you combine two, you get a decent size surface to clutter. I changed the lights to, once again, some that are more industrial, and I decided that the bathroom had to be concrete, and I thought it would be cool if I added this door that looked like it was salvaged from some other place, and I added these scratches that you can find in cats and dogs, and also these stickers and some posters, because I wanted to make it seem like it had been a door that was used a lot back when it was at a restaurant or wherever. And here is when I got Jungle Adventure, and that gave me ideas for the rest of the apartment. So I changed these tools, I added that counter, but I don't keep it, all that cabinet. But I also had this idea to make a custom clothes rack using this Eco Lifestyle shelf, and it is a bit finicky to add stuff there in the way that I do, but I think it really looks really great. And you can just hide I use this dream home decorator clothes You can size down the railing and cover it up with wall decoration. I also decided to add these shirts, and I place them at different levels so it doesn't look like it is the same shirt. And I add other stuff that you might need, like a hat or watch and glasses. So this is how I covered up the Dream Home Decorator shelf. And I also added shoes from that pack and from the Everyday Clutter kit. So here I once again decided that I didn't like the couches, and I changed them for Nico Lifestyle couch. So this is what I did with the exposed shelves from Jungle Adventure, and I think this is what makes the kitchen feel more finished and less bland, because it still has these same colors and wood textures. I decided to add a dog feather to the shelves so that it was covering some more of the clutter, and I add some decorations from Jungle Adventure and move around some things so that they fit the shelves that I wanted to add them to. And I also decided that I wanted to use the Jungle Adventure floorboards because they are very distressed, and it just makes it feel that much more like a converted factory or a similar kind of building. So that was the last time that I changed the swatch on the bed, and I also changed the rocks and the swatch on the headboard. So just to make it seem more complete, I changed the swatches, and I actually really liked how it looked in the end. I was very happy with it for a long time, but I am glad that I just stopped recording and building for a while and then came back when I knew what I wanted. But that's pretty much it for the apartment, and if you would like to download it, it will be on the gallery under my EA ID, which is Veranio. And thank you so much for watching!